I can't stand loud chewers. You guys know the type of person I'm talking about. The type of person who you're sitting at a table, maybe I don't know what kind of table it is, a dinner table, wherever, in a quiet room or a restaurant, or you're in a movie theater next to somebody, and all you hear is, and I'm sorry I had to do that to you. And I know it triggered some type of PTSD, so I apologize in advance. But you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. The people who just chew their food really loudly with their mouth open. It drives me effing insane. Now, this could be a variety of different ways they can do it. They can do the lip smacking. You can hear the food moving around in their mouth while they're chewing with their mouths open. But there's a very particular sound. It's like they're almost trying to audition for some ASMR channel or something. And I had to make this video because I can't stand it. I can't stand it. And I know I'm not alone. I know there's more people out there. And I just want to say, like, what can we do? Okay? What can we do? And I'll tell you the options that we do have. Okay? We can either try to ignore it, and we all know that's a complete failure because the more and more you ignore it, that's like the louder it gets. Okay? It's like something that because you've noticed it once, that's all you're going to notice every single time now. And it's like your senses just hone in on it. It's like your senses it's like a spidey sense. You know, Spider-Man, how he has his Spider-Man sense. It's like the volume of the chewing exponentially rises now that you've noticed it. So one, our options are trying to ignore it, which we know is not it's a lot harder than we think, okay? The second one is to pretend it doesn't bother you. To pretend it doesn't bother us. And we can try and pretend all we want and say, it's okay. I'm just going to have dinner with this person, or I'm going to eat next to this person, and I'm just going to pretend like it doesn't bother me. But deep down, it's like you're going to bubble up inside. It's like, it's like your temperature is rising and it's going to get to a point of a maximum overload to the point where you're going to explode. Okay, I'm telling you, you cannot just pretend like it doesn't bother you. It's going to inherently, just trigger you. All right. Now, trying to focus on something else. We can do that like while maybe you have headphones, right? And this is a tactic that I've used before. I'll put headphones in so I don't have to hear it all the time, especially if I'm eating right next to that person. Now, this can work, but then still you're not even annoyed. Okay, you've moved on past the point of being annoyed at the actual sound, and now you're just annoyed at the action. You're annoyed that the person does not even realize what they are doing, and you're annoyed that the person does not have enough self-awareness to stop doing it. So even though you have the earphone in your ear, you're still annoyed, okay? So I know a ton of you have been in this position, and there is an option for us. We can say something to them, but let me tell you what that will end up in. Now, have you guys ever been in a situation where you're having dinner or you're eating next to a person who chews really loudly, and you want to try and be as nice as possible to not offend this person, because 10 out of 10 times this person does not even know that they are doing it. They're unaware that they are doing it, and they probably have been doing it their entire life. But I have said something in the past. I have said, hey, can you and it was super awkward. I was like, hey, can you close your mouth when you chew, right? And like I said, the person can either react a couple different ways. One, they can get embarrassed and they can be like, oh, I'm sorry, right? And then just close their mouth. But guys, that's not a long-term solution. This person has been eating this way their entire lives. They've it's like an automatic inherent thing that they're always going to do. And even if you tell them, I mean, I think you would have to tell them repeatedly every single time for them to understand in their head to maybe, actively try to not do it. So that's one thing. They might correct the behavior, but then they're going to fall back into old habits. Another one is they might get super offended. Here's another one where they're like, that was mean, or just think you're rude, and then never want to talk to you again. Right? And it's just a very awkward thing. And they might get embarrassed. Here's another one. They might just get super embarrassed or defensive. Say they just get really mad, right? And all of a sudden, you're the bad guy for bringing it up, okay? You could have just sat there, been quiet, and just forced to suffer this excruciating sound, okay? And guys, it's even worse if it's like a family member that you constantly have to like have breakfast and lunch and dinner with, because then we go into preservation mode, guys. And you guys all know, if you've been in this position before, what preservation mode is you have to, for your own sanity, find solutions to this. And one of the solutions is to eat at a different time. Okay, so find a way to not be seen or sit together at the dinner table, whether it's an excuse, whether you eat in your room, whether you just make up some excuse to be at a different location. It's just kind of hilarious to me that, those that are aware of it, it's like we have to destroy our mental health every time we go to eat, unless you are proactive. Now, let me tell you right now, if you are going to confront one of these loud chewers, just be prepared for the consequences, okay? Be prepared for some very awkward conversations. Be prepared for some very awkward explanations. And be prepared for complete denial, right? Sometimes they might be like, what are you talking about? I don't do that. And it's not that they're lying, guys. It's that they literally don't even know what they do. Forgive them, for they know not what they do. And I'm not saying that these people are bad people. Like, these people, some of them are fantastic people. It's just that they have this one thing that gets under my skin, and I'm sure it gets under a lot of your guys' skin too, that they don't even realize they're doing. And really, no one has really been there to kind of correct that behavior. And if somebody did speak up, like I said, if it's not reinforced daily, every single time, they're going to revert back to their old ways. But I don't know, guys. Maybe I'm just the problem. Maybe I'm just insane. But if you chew like this around me, we are never going to eat together again.